All right, all right. Here we are once again. This afternoon for Power Hour, we are looking currently at the lean hogs in the futures market, but we're not going to trade lean hogs in the futures market today. We are going to go over and we're going to do a little bit of day trading. We're going to do a little scalping. And I just wanted to show you, we were looking at the hogs yesterday and we are anticipating the possibility of a drop, and they rallied again today. So hogs are up. That's not good. That means that the price of pigs on your barbecue are more expensive. You can see that they've gone all the way from back in July at the lowest point of $62 all the way up to $84. That's a big jump in the price of pigs. All right. So pigs are more expensive at the grocery store today. That's not a good thing. What about soybeans? Soybeans, they've kind of flushed down here, so you can go buy your I was going to say something rude, but 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. They are all beef. There is no soybeans in them anymore. Okay. But soybeans are cheap. So if you want to, you know, have a little soybeans, they're down there at $9.89 a bushel. They used to be as high as $12 a bushel back in May, June, July area. So we had a nice little 3-drive pattern, little ABC, and we're anticipating soybeans starting to rally in here. If we come in and take a look at gold real quick, gold has been going up. Nice 4-drive rally, drive 1, drive 2, drive 3, drive 4. That's rare. So we don't generally see 4 drives, we generally see 3. So 4 nice drives before we got our ABC top formation and a rebound back down into the Fibonacci sweet spot. And it's still going sideways. We were kind of expecting the possibility of that thing either flushing off of this little shelf we got going here, this little pennant formation that's coming in here, right? So we're kind of anticipating that, but it didn't move. It's still dead right where it sat from from looking at it last time we were looking at this market. So there you go. That's gold is not going anywhere. If you're a gold bug, maybe you ought to think about Bitcoin. Bitcoin's been pretty good. We can look at Bitcoin in here too. Let's come in here and see what Bitcoin's doing. Let's do the micro Bitcoin. Bitcoin's been going straight up, straight up. We come in here, we look, there's our drive 1 on Bitcoin, there's drive 2 on Bitcoin, and a nice big drive 3 on Bitcoin. Now, I know that some are anticipating a break of the previous high and a continuation of this uptrend, but I've been watching this very closely, and a lot of these guys who follow Bitcoin a lot closer than I do. I own some Bitcoin, but I don't follow it day to day like a lot of these guys really are into it big. I was watching a guy yesterday, really one of these big Bitcoin guys. He said he expects or anticipates Bitcoin going to $250 or $250,000 per Bitcoin. And it's currently sitting about $100,000 per Bitcoin. So he's expecting by the end of the year at 250,000. But he did say, he says there's the possibility in his analysis that we may see a flush back down into he said as low as even back into $60 per Bitcoin before it turns and goes back up at 250. So, but he admits, he's like, but I don't know. That's just what I'm feeling right now. He says he feels like there might be some kind of a flush coming in here and then a big, huge rally. If Donald Trump follows through with what he's promised to do with Bitcoin, $1 million by the end of 2030 might be a extremely conservative outcome. So there's been some amazing things going on with Bitcoin and what they're deciding they want to do. There's even some models out there where they could pay off the U.S. national debt with Bitcoin. Can you believe that? That's what they're thinking. And there's the possibility that that could be a possible outcome for the United States to buy a bunch more Bitcoin. And then as it rallies, of course, that would draw the rest of the world to put money into Bitcoin, and that would rise our Bitcoin up, and then we'd be able to pay off the national debt with Bitcoin. It happened with the other nations. So a couple other nations have been really struggling. One of them has now got enough money to pay off their debt, and I don't know if they're going to do it. Of course, they got all this money. They might hold on to it and hold on to the debt. I don't know. But they said that if Bitcoin hit $100,000, which it did, they have enough money and beyond to pay off their national debt. So good things happening with Bitcoin. If you love Bitcoin and you're a Bitcoin aficionado, then Bitcoin is the place to be. We are sitting up here at the top of a third drive, and if nothing else, it might be nice to see it pop back down in here into this region here where we could buy some more. I bought mine at 62,000. And so I am in at 62,000 is where I bought my Bitcoin right here, 64, 62, right in this region here. Right when it came back down in there, that's where I picked up my Bitcoin and away we went. So would it be nice to see it come back down into here? Well, I don't want to see my Bitcoin fall in price, right? But if it did, I'd buy another Bitcoin right down there. I'd buy a Bitcoin right down in this Fibonacci sweet spot as it starts to turn and starts to break the little yellow dots and starts to go back up. Man, I'd load up. I'd buy me maybe 2 or 3 more Bitcoins and see if that thing won't go to $250,000 $250,000 of Bitcoin by the end of the year is what they're predicting, and it's sitting at 100,000 basically right now. All right, so who knows? I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm not telling you where it's going to go. I have no clue where it's going to go. My biggest prediction here is just this 3-drive pattern that we see so prevalent within the market, and to see it come back to 50%. That's about as far as I can project. And, is it going to do that? I don't even know that. That's just probabilities tell us that's about where it should go if the probabilities hold. So that's what's happening with Bitcoin. Let's go back over to the indexes. We're going to go into the mini indexes. Let's start with the mini indexes range. Now let's just go to this one here. And that's the NASDAQ. So the NASDAQ right now on the range bar 50 is rocking and rolling. Let's go back to the range bar 25. We've been trading the range bar 25. I kind of been executing on the 50 and trading on the 25. So that's been working pretty good for me. And right now, that's the Dow, but I need the NASDAQ at 25. Let's go to NASDAQ 25. We'll drop that down to 25. And we've got to turn on our Heikin-Ashi bars. That's without Heikin-Ashi. That's just a normal old range bar 25. A little bit more difficult to trade. If you're looking for a trend, this kind of helps you out with that. And that's called the Heikin-Ashi bars. And of course, we're over here in the futures market, so we can day trade with a small portfolio. We don't need a lot of money to day trade. We don't need $25,000 like we do in the stock market. But we do need to still be very careful and wait for a market that's getting ready to run it, for whether we want to scalp or trail or whatever we want to do. We can do both. If we think this market's going to take off and rally up out of here, that's what it looks like it wants to do, doesn't it? We've got a nice little run here. Get ourselves some trend lines moved in here. So there's a nice little trend line there. We then come in with this one here, and it broke that one. Came down and tested it. So that's not positive for a continuation. We don't want to see it do our trend line like that. We like to see it go 1, 2, and then in the last one go up 3. We don't like to see this go from this point here down to a lower point. That's not good. That's not good. All right, so we're going to get a nice little trend line going across the top here like this, and it's trying to break that right now. And then, of course, we got the horizontal right in there. So we'll watch this and see if we can't get a little strength coming in here. We'll watch that little chart in the upper right-hand corner. That's your time and sales. That's every single trade that's taken place. This is of course, this is a range bar 25. So each bar must go 25 minimum moves before it'll execute a new trade. And of course, we do have Heikin-Ashi turned on. So our bars are going to be a little bit different in size because the mathematics of the Heikin-Ashi will change that. If you don't want to see that, turn that off, and then you'll notice that range bar 25, every single bar is exactly 25 minimum moves. But we turn on Heikin-Ashi, and it kind of smooths it out for us, makes it a little easier for us to read it. All right, so that's what we're looking for now. I got my settings up in here. Let me show you which settings I've got. I've got the buy market, and I got the sell market. Let me come in here. That's number 1. So let's come into number 1. I'll show you my settings for the buy market. That's the buy market. There's the settings. If you want my settings, take your little camera phone and take a picture of that so that you can see my settings. And then these are always adjustable depending on what the markets are doing. So we move these around, of course, but this is the automated side of what we're doing. And then if I come in here, this is number 1. This is the sell market, which is exactly the same. It's just the sell market side. And then I'll give you a couple of examples of how that works. So what we can do is it's trailing on the limit order, trail the ATR with a limit order of 75. So where that little yellow dot's right down there, see that little yellow dot? Can you see it on your screen right there? There's a little yellow dot. If I wanted to hit this right now and I wanted to think that market was going to go long, I could hit the buy button. Let's do it. And what it does, it gets me into the market with a market order and then drops that stop order, the auto trailing stop right on that yellow dot. And if that market continues to rise higher, it'll continue to trail up automatically until it hits our limit order up there. And of course, that limit order, we can move it like this. We can move it back down like this. We can put our limit order wherever we want. And so, well, and that's our stop order. So it came down and hit our yellow dot. So it stopped us out, got us out of the market rather than in. And that's not good. We wanted to see that market rally and go back up, but it failed to rally. It's just kind of sitting here dead right now. That's our buy market, sell market. So those are the simple ones. Now let's come down here and look at the QOCO3. All right. So QOCO3, I've got listed as number 199. And I call this my scalp and scalp off of the stop and stop trail. Let's go in and look at the settings. 199. Where is it in my list? I got a pretty big list here. Scalp and scalp. I think that's it right there. So 199. So what that's doing for us, as you can see, this is just a label across the top of what's going on down here. I've got it programmed in to be a stop order with an attached stop at 45 and a limit at 5. So this is our scalp. Well, all we're trying to do is scalp out 5 points out of the market. And then we drop this down at 45 behind, and we don't trail it up. We don't jump it up. Because what we're doing is we're trailing ticks behind, 5 ticks behind the market as the market starts to move. Because this is a stop order, we're looking for the market to rally. So we look for a pullback in an uptrend, and it'll automatically trail down 5 ticks behind the market. And then when the market turns and starts to rally once again, it'll capture our order and it'll just get us right back out with a limit of 5. So only a 5 tick profit. So very small. If you get good at it, you can increase the quantity. And so instead of making 20 bucks or 25 bucks, you might make 200 or 300 bucks if you increase the quantity for each one that you do, right? So that's the stop version of this. Now let's come down. This one here is the 199. We're going to come down here. Where's 199? Where's 199 in here? I got so many strategies that I can't find them all. Where's 199? Can you guys see it? There it is. Okay, this is the limit version of that same thing. So again, this is just a title across the top. But we're going to use a limit order with a stop of 45, and we got our attached limit at 14 right here. We could bring that down to 5 or 6 or something, maybe 14. We're trying to make a little bit bigger profit in that one. Let's put it at 6. And then what we're going to do on here, oh wait, this is a scalp and scalp static. Let me see what we're doing here. Sometimes you have to pass the bill to find out what's in it. Let's go. See what's in it. This is a limit order, and it's going to trail down. It's going to trail down. No, it's a static limit. This is a static. I thought I was doing the opposite of that one. That 190, and this is a static limit order. So that one is a static limit order. So the idea or the theory on that one is that we would place that on a break above a previous high. Mark would go up, touch it, fill our order, and fall, flush back down, and in this case, 14 ticks, and then that's where we get our profit. So that's kind of a different, unique little thing that I've got going there. I was playing with the other day. Let's leave that one. Let's play with that one. That might be fun. I don't know if we need to have quite such a big, since it's a scalp, 14 ticks. That might be a little bit much. Let's drop that down a little bit. Let's come back into 199 limit scalp and scalp. This is not trailing. So this is a strategy I call the minesweeper, right? Let's bring this in. Let's put this in at 6. And we're going to change that. Oh, this got limit at 5. Let's do 5. We're going to come in here and let's do minesweeper. That's what this is. This is minesweeper. So let's come in and we're going to drop a little mine in here. A little bomb is what I call them. So you put that in there like this. Well, there's a break above that. There's that pattern. We could put another one in here. Put another little bomb right up in there, right? Well, I don't want to mess up the first one by dollar cost averaging in. Sometimes that screws things up. So this market's not going anywhere. It's dead. Market is dead today. Why is the market dead today? Why are we not having any fun today? Let's go into trading economics. and refresh that baby. Let's come in here to 2, UTC 7. We haven't changed our time zones yet, right? So we're on UTC 7. 8 o'clock this morning, we had the Jolts job opening. 10:35, we had Fed Kugler. That's a unique name. Almost as good as Goolsby. They changed it. They took the extra O out of his name. They used to call it Goolsby, Gools, and in here, look, they changed it to Golsbee. I wonder which is true. We used to make fun of him. We were like, oh, Mr. Goolsby. It was such a unique, funny name. And now in here, they've changed it to Goldsby. Now, that's not as fun. All right, API crude oil. Crude oil's at 2:30 p.m. 1:45. So in 30 minutes, we got the Goolsby speaking. Mr. Goolsby. Wasn't he Mr. Goolsby at one point? We had a really good class last night. Last night down at the university, I think we had a really good class. And a lot of guys showed up. We had a good class down there. Bruce was there. Bruce came down. Bruce stayed after class, and he and I talked for an hour after class. We had such a good conversation. Looking forward to Wednesday night where we can continue our conversation down at the university. But Bruce said he's not going to be able to make it on Wednesday, but we'll see you on Friday, Bruce. Look forward to that. And don't know why the market's not moving other than the fact that we got Goolsby speaking in 30 minutes. It's starting to flush. We could jump in there with our position, our little gold miner here, our little Goolsby miner. Goldsby miner isn't working for us. We can dump that one. Well, we can leave it there. It's not going to hurt anything, right? But if the market's going to fall, looks like it wants to fall, we could take a short position right here. Don't take a big risk. Just kind of stick it in there. And if the breaks those yellow dots, the yellow dot will flip to the other side, and then this will jump down to it automatically. Watch this. Let's see if it'll do it. So this is a drag and drop trading platform. What trading platform are you using, Lan? Well, let me come in here and tell you a little bit about my trading platform. My trading platform is a 7-time stocks and commodities annual Reader's Choice Award-winning platform. And the name of it is Track and Trade. You can go get yourself a copy over at trackandtrade.com. We're very much well known in the futures industry because that's my world of, that's where all this stuff come from, is in the futures industry. But we have a stocks version too. Not as well known in the stocks world as we are in the futures world. If you go into this futures world, everybody knows Track and Trade. In the futures world, we've been around for longer than Carter's had peanuts. So that is a thing. And we do have my cables getting in my way, driving me crazy. So if you want to join us and do the same thing we do, go over there and grab your software, download Track and Trade Futures. That's what we're doing here to do this short-term trading. We're having a lot of fun with that. And come and join us. Let me move this over here so you can see what's going on. What's that? 25? Oh, we're down $25. Okay, so that's where we're at. We're looking for that to break that yellow dot and continue to fall. So we got this little thing right here. I got a pattern in here I need to show you. Where is it? We're going to come in here and I got to show you this pattern because that's what I'm seeing on the screen, and I got to show you. Got to show you the pattern. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Is it this one? Not that one. Is it this one? No, not that one. Is it this one? Nope, it's not that one. Where, oh, where has my pattern gone? Is it that one? Nope, not that one. There it is. That's it. That's the pattern we're looking at on the screen right now. Okay. Oh, we're getting our heinies handed to us. Let's delete that. Let's exit that chart right now. Let's wait. We're coming back over here. This is the pattern. Look right here. See this pattern right here? See how we got a little downtrend right in there? Let's get rid of some of these drawing tools. I'll bring this back on the screen so you can see it. Let's clear out that. See how we got this nice little thing coming across the top right there? That's this pattern in our patterns book right here. See that? Just the same right there. So if it breaks above that pattern right there, that horizontal line right there, that's an entry point. That says, hey, we're going to go long. Oh, get out of there. We don't want you. We want you over here. So if it goes here, that's our line right there. Now, this is a little topping triangle formation, right? Of course, on here, it's kind of a little wedge because this has a flat bottom. But that is that pattern right there. So in your patterns book, and you're like, patterns book? Well, and what patterns book? I don't have a patterns book. Well, go get it. There's the URL right there. I put it out on the internet for you. You don't even have to give me your email address or nothing, because what do I want your damn email address for? All I'd do is probably start sending you spam to go buy Pit News Magazine. Pit News Magazine? What's Pit News Magazine? You did have to ask, didn't you? Now we got to listen to Claire tell us about Pit News Magazine. Oh my goodness, Claire.
Hey everyone, it's Claire here. Are you ready to take your trading knowledge to the next level? Welcome to Pit News Magazine, your trusted source for trading intelligence. Whether you're a seasoned trader or just starting out, this magazine delivers the insights you need to stay ahead of the market. Featuring articles from experts like Dr. Scott Brown, Aidan Gray, myself, and of course Mr. Lan Turner. Pit News brings you exclusive strategies, deep dives into market psychology, and powerful trading techniques. Find out about the exponential power of growth, seasonal trading secrets, and even Lan's latest wild eye, crazy eye iron butterfly strategy. Each issue is packed with expert trading strategies, top stock picks, key seasonal trading insights, and comprehensive analysis of commodity futures and ETFs. You'll also find tips on technical analysis, option strategies, and much more. No matter your trading interests, we've got you covered. And the best part? You can learn your way. Listen to each recorded article, read the full in-depth lessons, or watch our video breakdowns. It's trading education on your terms. Right now, we're offering a special deal. Get your first full year of Pit News for only $19.97. That's 50% off the regular price. 12 issues of powerful trading insights, backed by our 100% satisfaction guarantee. So, don't miss out on this limited time offer. Head to pitnews.com and subscribe today. Empower yourself, enrich your trading strategies, and stay informed with Pit News Magazine. Trading intelligence right at your fingertips. Okay, let's get back to Mr. Turner. Thanks for sticking with me.
All right. Empower and enrich. That's what Claire's all about. All right, here we go down here. This is the pattern that we're looking at. You can see it come up. This green bar right here is this green bar right here. This little gray bar, we're looking for it to break above that right there. So if it breaks above that line, that horizontal line, that's a buy signal. Now we got a couple little tools we can put in here. We have our little bomb in here, right? We can put our little bomb in there and we'll take some profits off that little bomb. If it'll go up there again and touch that and break and fall back down, would have done it on our first attempt, but I was listening to Claire. So we didn't put it in there. Now let's see if it'll back off. Now come back down. Of course, there it goes. Okay, so we close that position out, the whopping $25. So that was a scalp. We could do it again as it breaks above that previous high, that line right there. Again, if you would like to have this document right here of all these patterns, you can go get it right here at Pit News Magazine. pitnews.com slides.pdf. That baby right there will pop right up on the screen for you. And I wouldn't download it and put it on your computer. Why? Because I update it all the time. And if you do that, then you won't have all the updates. So, here we go. We're breaking. Now we're breaking above the top. Why aren't you in there? Why aren't you buying? Because I've been running my mouth. Let's see what we do here. Now, oftentimes what happens, you look at that little pattern book, we get a couple little runs of breaks up there, and then we get a pullback bar that comes back and tests that, uses that area of resistance right there as support. So that gives us another opportunity to buy in. Doesn't always happen, but it's a thing that happens. So we're going to, since we missed our breakout, well, here's a breakout above the previous high. We could put our little bomb in there again, our limit bomb. Put that up there and say if it goes up and tests that high, once again, we'll try and take a bomb off. How's that sound? Lan, do more than one. Why are you just doing quantity one? Okay, we'll do more than one if you want. But come in here and we'll raise it to 2. Why don't you do 10? That's a little crazy for right now. Let's just do 2. All right. All right, we'll just do 2. Let's see if it'll get up there. Giddy up up there. Right now, we're getting a little pullback against that. It's not breaking higher. This market's really quiet. Volume's almost nothing. Look at the volume. It's just dead. There ain't nobody trading. We are here in this room all alone. Hello, 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 hello. There ain't nobody here. We're in a dark room all by ourselves. So somebody shut the lights out. What the Heck, why is it so quiet today? Can't be because Gouldsby is speaking. Goldsby changed his name. Maybe he got maybe we harassed him about his old name too much and he changed it. Mr. Gouldsby. Gouldsby. Now he's Mr. Goldsby. I wonder if they had a spelling error on there and somebody realized changed it. All right, we harassed Mr. Gouldsby too much, and so they changed his name. All because of Lan Turner on his big, massive channel with millions of people watching it. I'm such an influential YouTuber. All right, let's come in and say hello to a few people while we wait for something to happen here. How you doing, Bruce? It was good to see you last night, and I had a lot of fun in that class last night. I think and then we got John Gaisley in here. It's good to see you, John. Good afternoon. We got a bunch more people watching than who's saying hi. So if you guys want to say hi, you can say hi, and I'll make you famous. So, like I said, this is the biggest YouTube channel on YouTube. I mean, we got billions of people watching us in here. Actually, this is the lab for our university class. And so the only people we even invite are people who's come to the university. So, but there's people who wander around every now and again in YouTube and come and swing by and watch with us. We got a pretty good group of people that aren't even necessarily part of the university crowd, but you guys are all welcome. We love to have you. You're all part of the crowd and all part of the group. All you have to do to join is just go buy Pit News Magazine. Just kidding. Just kidding. You don't even have to do that. Just come and show up. It's just a show up thing. That's all there is to it. Just show up and we'll try and make some money together. Right now we're down $145 and we ain't doing nothing because this market is dead. Can't make money if the market won't move. All those topping tails, all those bottoming tails. Sad state of affairs. We like flat bottoms and we like flat tops. See these flat bottoms in here? These are flat bottoms. These flat bottoms, flat bottoms, flat bottoms. That means that the market has good energy in that direction. So we like to see that. See all these little topping and bottoming tails like this, like we're seeing all in here? That's terrible. We don't like to see that. That's not good. That tells you not to trade. That's your signal. You need a sign. There's your sign. There's your sign. Don't trade if you don't have flat bottoms or if you don't have flat tops. Now, we don't know how many flat bottoms and flat tops we're going to get in a row. We just want as many as we can get. Come on. Flat bottoms. Delete all arrows. We ain't getting nothing out of it today. We're already sat here spin our wheels. Come on, come on, come on. How much was that move down there, Lan? All right, let's talk about that. Let's say you got in right here because you were really smart and you stayed in all the way till there because you were super smart. That was a $645 move or 29 ticks. All right, $645 from there to there. How long did that take? Well, it started at 12:28 and it ended at 12:57. So about 30 minutes. So that was a 30-minute move, and it made $645. To make $645 in 30 minutes, how much was that investment? You must have had to put $25,000, $50,000 in there to make that kind of money, right? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. If we come over here, we got what we call the key. And you can see in the key all the information you need to know. And right here it says day margin on peak because that's what we're doing. We're trading during the day. So they charge you a day margin. Well, how much is that? $1,000. That's all you have to have in your account to put on quantity one contract in the futures market is $1,000 in this particular market, which is the NASDAQ 100 mini. All right. So if you go into the NASDAQ 100 mini and you put on a $1,000 investment right here, right at that point, and you rode it all the way to the peak up to that point, it would have been a $645 profit on your $1,000 investment. What? You're crazy. I don't believe you. Well, it's true. It's true. I shit you not. Now I have to go to YouTube confessional because I said a bad word. I'm getting good at going to YouTube confessional. After the class is over, I have to go into YouTube confessional and say I swore on that video. And they say, okay, well, you are in trouble. Don't do it again. I say, okay, I won't promise. Promise to never do it again. That's how I repent. Who was it that said, I'm not going to go to hell. I repent too damn fast. Jay Golden Kimball, wasn't it? Jay Golden Kimball. I ain't going to hell. I repent too damn fast. I repent after every single video. All right, let's come in here and let's turn on our, just for fun. The market's so slow. We just can't do anything. Come on, let's come in here and turn on our laser beam. Just like that. And that was our first laser beam. It came down and broke right there. Started a rally. Didn't ever give us a second laser beam. I guess, it is what it is. Sometimes we just have dead markets. Well, here, Lan, it's starting to move a little bit. You want to try and make a little bit of money off that one? Yeah, let's come in here and we're going to let's put a bomb in here. Let's put a little break below there. We'll take that bomb. We'll bomb it. Put in a minesweeper. Come on, minesweeper. Minesweeper. All has to do is go down, touch that buy 2 limit, and then pop back up and hit the sell 2 limit. We'll make $50. $50 is pretty good. You do that once an hour, that's $50 an hour. That's not bad wages. More than I made when I was working at the gas station. Come on. Come on. Give me something here. Well, a dead market. Come on, play the game. Oh, look at that. So this market's taking off and going back up again. Play closer, Lan. Play closer. Get in there. Fight, win. It's not moving. It's not going anywhere. Can't fight, win on a dead market. This is usually NASDAQ is usually our wild and crazy market, which is why we like to come and trade it during power hour, because it's the wild and crazy one and it's the most impressive for YouTube. There's our second one. We go up and there we go. Boom. Go ahead. Hit it, Lan. I like green lasers. Battery on my green laser died in class the other day. I didn't figure that out, that it was the dead battery. Something wrong. I'm banging it on the counter. Something's wrong with mine. Bruce finally goes, Lan, your battery's dead. I was like, oh, I think you're right, Bruce. I think my battery is dead. And I haven't had a chance to go get a new battery, but it's a green laser. Let's turn on green lasers. Oh, look, we just made $50 accidentally while we were talking about lasers. Let's go turn on our little green laser beam. Where do we want to put another one? Where's our green line? Look at that. There's a green laser. Do you like green lasers or red lasers? Why don't you use green lasers for bullish and red lasers for bearish? Hey, that's a good idea. Of course, it's a good idea. All right, let's come in here and figure out if we can make some more money. We just made $75 and we're down 95. Still have to make $95 before the market closes to get back to break even. We got our little bomb sitting right there, a little minesweeper sitting right there. We could put another one in. Let's come in with another minesweeper. Let's put a minesweeper down here again. That seemed to be working pretty good for us. We'll put one right there. All right. Come on, minesweeper. Now look, see this little horizontal right there? People are going to look at that and think, hey, if it breaks above that, I'm going to get long, right? So that might be a little trigger point for us. So let's put a little minesweeper right there. We put a minesweeper in there. Come on, get in there fast, Lan. Okay, there's a little minesweeper. So if it breaks up there, we'll touch it and see if it'll just back off of there just real quick and give us a couple bucks, a couple buckaroos. All right, come on, baby, come on, rock and roll. And you say, well, Lan, if that's one, what about this one here? We could put a little minesweeper right there too on that break. You're right, we could, but let's wait until this one gets out of the way before we do that one. I don't want to get too crazy in here. Backed off. Didn't go up there. It almost looks like a little downtrend, doesn't it? If you tip your head just right and hold your tongue in just the right spot. Looks like we could call that a downtrend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red bars, but they all have topping tails except one. That's a tiny topping tail right there, but they all have topping tails but one. Top tails, bottom tails. Did you think that for your living you'd be chasing tail? That's a funny joke. Come on, guys, laugh with me. That was a funny joke. Mm. All right, come on, market. Do your thing. Not a lot to do when you're just sitting around waiting for the market to move. Come on, give me something right here. Here we go. Man, what happens if it breaks through that low and just keeps right on going? Well, then we lose money. Okay, now we need it to back off. Back off just a little bit. Come on, pop back up there. Pop back up there just a little bit. You can do it. There we go. Another 50 bucks. Now we're down 45. We're down $45. We got to get $45 back. Try it again, land. Try it again. Well, it's not breaking anything. Well, it's trying to break that spot again, but sometimes if it tries to break it again, it won't pull back. It keeps going. So I don't know. We got to have some volume though for it to move very far. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. It's going to break that low point and fall. Flush, 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 flush. We could use the stop on there if we wanted to be a little bit more aggressive and active. Let's see if that bar will push all the way down. Why have we got our lines in a funny spot? Let's come in here, chart preferences, and let's turn off this fix. I don't know how come that, I don't know how I turned that off. Save as my defaults. I do not want that fixed on. I do not want it, Sam I am. Let's come in here and see what's better. 10s or 5s? I think 10s right now are better. I think 5s are a little bit close. We'll go 5s. Save. Update all charts. Go back to trade. Okay, markets like to go to these little lines, 5s and 10s. 5s and 10s. See, that came right down to the 5 and turned and went back up again. So if you want to put bombs in, you could put bombs on those lines. Like we could put one right there. Come down, touch that line, fill our order, turn around and go back off of that line. We missed that one because it's already done it. It already did it. Already did it. Would you have made money, Land? Yes, we would have made money. We would have made 50 bucks. I'm still red on the day. Got 20 minutes left to go to make $45 to get green. We're having a lot better luck with our little minesweeper here than we were with trend. There's no trend, so can't make money if the market won't trend on a trend strategy. So we'll just sit here and do a little minesweeping. But we got not much of a market moving here either. It's trying to push down, isn't it? I could drop a stop in there. It's pulled back far enough. We could almost, if we wanted to think that this market's going to come back down and test this, we could drop a stopper in there. Watch this one. This one will pull back. It'll sit there and trail back up behind it and then anticipate a drop. It's a little bit more dangerous, especially in this dead market. I don't think we're going to really get much of a drop, but we might. And this is the one we might lose our heinies on. So we'll be real careful. We won't let it take our money. We'll kill it real fast if it goes the wrong way. All right. See that? You dirty, rotten little booger. Then you need to fall here, or I'm going to just bail out because I'm not going to take a big loss on this one. We don't have much time and we don't have a lot of market to recover from. Come on, push on down, push on down. Push on down. Oh, you little rotten booger. Try one more time. Come on. Try one more time. Push it down there. Try one more time. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's being too wimpy. I'm afraid if I take it off, though, then it'll go. But right now, it's small loss. First loss is always your best loss. Okay, come on. Push her down there one more time. Push it in there. Push it in there. Push it in there. Yeah, this is agonizing. Okay, we made another 22 bucks. Actually, that was two, so we made 44.50. So we're up. Oh, look, right at exactly 0.00000. 0.00000. We made our money back. Aren't you a winner? We're back to 0.000. Now, don't forget, we have to take commissions and fees out of this. So technically speaking, we're actually still underwater. Come on. Slow market. Man, this thing's agonizingly dead. Got our little bombs in there. We got 3 of them set. 3 set minesweepers. Come on. We could put another minesweeper in there. Seems to be having a hard time pushing past these numbers. Drop another minesweeper in there. See if we can't get a little bit of. There we go. Now back off. Back off. Now watch. Push like crazy and go all the way down. There we go. Now we're up 50 bucks. 50 buckaroos. Can't complain about that. Minus commissions and fees. Okay, he's going to go to the next 5. See if it'll push down there. Touch that 5. Touch it, touch it, touch it. Touch it. You know you want to touch that hot plate. Burn your finger. Come on, come on. Come on, do it, touch it. Yeah, now back off. Back off. Come on, you're too weak to go down any farther. Back it off, back it off. Come on, back off. A little more, a little more. You can back off a little more than that. There we go. Now we're up $100. We're rocking and rolling. Made $100 on the day. Now that probably even paid commissions and fees. Now we're probably in the green. Probably in the green now. You want to put in another bomb land? Yeah, let's drop in another bomb. Let's come in here with another little minesweeper. We'll put it down on this one this time. How about that? We could put one in if it wants to try that one again. It's got to try that one again. Let's see if it wants to try it again. We got 2 bombs in now. Man, we're really aggressive. 2 bombs, one right after the other. What would happen if it filled both of them, Lan? Well, it would dollar cost average us down and we'd still have 2 stops. We'd be doubled in. That wouldn't be so bad because then the market didn't have to pull back nearly as far to pay us off. If we take our Fibonacci ruler in here, boop, like this, and go from this low right down in here to that high right up in there, we are right dead center of the Fibonacci sweet spot right now. So even that market was dead, it did come right back down to the Fibonacci sweet spot, just like a train on rails. Let's get rid of all these drawings. We got a lot of lines. Oh, that's our 15 minutes till the bell. 15 minutes till the market closes. Lan, you're only up $100. Got to do better than that. Got to do better than $100. I know, but you could also take an extra risk. You could also lose some money too. You want to end the day green? Well, I want to end the day better than $100 green. Come on. Let's see if there's not a place we can put in another order. We got a couple little minesweepers down here underneath. Don't know if the market's reversing and going back up or if it's just going to go up and stab all those trailing reds, little yellow dots, and then turn around and come back down again. Stab it with its steely knife. Sometimes that's a good place to put your minesweepers on those little yellow dots because it goes down and touches those little yellow dots and then pops back off of there a lot. Of course, we got our yellow dots set at a strange number. It's not an industry standard number. I've got them on 0.6. What? Why the heck do you put your little yellow dots on 0.6, Lan? Well, it's a little bit tighter, a little bit more aggressive, and I'm a little bit tighter, a little bit more aggressive type of guy. So I like to use 0.6. More industry standard is 0.1, 1,1. So if you put it on 1, then you could probably be more likely to put your little Minesweeper on the yellow dot and make more money that way. This way, you not quite so. The odds are probably not in your favor as much unless you have it on an industry standard number. Because a lot of traders put their stops on industry standard numbers. That's why they get stopped out all the time. Look at it go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Why is that one there? That was an old previous high. That's kind of like random now. That little minesweeper right there is in a random spot. That break right there, that really doesn't have anything to do with anything anymore. That's kind of not much at all. It'd be up, probably up on this high one up in here would be more likely to be a good place to put it. But you know what? Another one would be right there above that high. That would be kind of random. Well, just leave it there. See what happens. Okay, touch it. Touch it. Touch that high. And then back off. We need you to, oh, look at that. Look at how close we were to making money. Look at how close we were to making money, guys. You know what? That's because we put it on the outside of resistance and it couldn't break the resistance. We got to put it on the inside of resistance so that it can reach it without having to break resistance. Who's the one always telling you that, Lan? I am. That's my little trade secret. Why didn't I do it? Well, because you were looking for it to break past resistance to get up there. Okay. All right, come on. Come on, get up there. Giddy up. Giddy up, giddy up. Put another one in there, Lan. Put it closer this time. Well, that's taking a bigger risk. We put it closer. We could put one right here. But see if it feels that. It's got there's no reason why it would stop right there. There's no stop sign. There's no stop sign. It's just a new high. This would be the place we'd want to have it, breaking above that high. So I'm just going to leave this one where it's at. We're just going to leave it right where it's at. It's got to break above that previous high. And if it does, it might get a big, long, tall topping tail. It might go a little bit farther than we want. We'll have to wait and see. Well, if you do, then put one in here and dollar cost average it in. Okay, well, now you're getting crazy right here 10 minutes before. Oh, why does it do that? I didn't mean to do that. Now you're getting crazy right before the market closes. Back off. Back off. That's something wrong with this one. I got to kill this one. There's something wrong with it. Can't kill it. Why won't it kill? Delete. There we go. Put it in again. We'll put it on this one here. There we go. Now it's right. All right. We just made another 50 buckaroos. We're up $150. We're just cruising cooking with gas here. Why don't you trade bigger quantities, Lan? Because this is a beginner class. Yeah, but you're not a beginner. I am. I might not be a beginner, but I'm a scaredy cat. I've traded the big numbers before. You know what? You get confident and you're like, oh, I'll just put on 14. That's when it goes the wrong way, and that's when you get your hiney handed to you. That's when you lose your break your account. Oh, look, we're starting to get a little energy here on the 10-minute bell. You better back off of that. You better come back down, you little stinker. If you take off and go all the way up there and stop me out on that one, I'll be really angry. Come on. Back off there. There we go. All right, we're up $265. That's better than a stick in the eye. Let's exit all these. Well, now what? Let's wait and see where we got another break. This is a high right here. Just like that. I'm a scaredy cat. I don't like to trade 14 at a time. I mean, I do when it works out. It's really fun. But it just, it's Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law. The minute you stick 14 on there is the time that you take a loss. You could be a little bit more random. I mean, Instead of just doing onesie twosies all the time, you can go onesie, twosie, threesie, back down to onesie, twosie, threesie, back down to onesie, twosie, threesie, and just keep doing them onesie, twosie, threesie. And then you're less likely to hit that 3 as a loser, right? If you just do 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, well, eventually you're going to hit a loser, and that 3 is going to really, or if you do 14, 14, 14, 14, 14, eventually you're going to hit 14 and you're going to wipe your account out. But if you do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, well, it's less likely you're going to hit the 3 as a loser because you're only hitting it every third trade. I don't know. It's called martingale. It's a form of martingale. If you have Pitt News Magazine, there's an article in there in the December issue about martingale written by David Duty. So I don't know if you guys have Pitt News Magazine, but if you do, it's a great article in there about martingale. This issue, December issue. Interesting how he brought that up in the subject matter. Let's see. Let's put one more right there. If it'll break that high, we'll try it one more time. Come on, buddy. You can get up there and push her up there. Push her up there one more time. Push it up there. Push it up there. X. Let's do 3. Just like that. All right. It's got to break above. It's got to prove a new high. And then it'll back off. See those topping tails? If you catch at the top of a topping tail, they have a tendency to back off. Come on, topping tail. This one looks like it's petering out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green bars in a row. How about that? 7 green bars. $265. Come and play in my carnival tent. Come on, come and throw darts over here at my carnival tent. This is how we play the carnival tent in my carnival tent. Go down the fairway a little ways, you're going to see a different way to do the same thing, but this is how we do it here. If you like to throw darts the way we throw darts here, go get Track and Trade and throw darts this way. It's all a carnival. It's all one great big carnival. Come on, we want the big panda today. Well, we're gonna go walk home. I hope we can walk home with at least a little bear. A little bear. The worst thing is when you just get the consolation prize and you walk out of here with a rubber mouse. We don't want no rubber mouse today. At least we get a little stuffed bear. Come on. I don't think we're gonna get the big panda though. There we go. Come on. There we go. Come on. Get her up there. Get her up there. Oh, that was a scary one, but get her up there. Now watch it take off and go to the moon, and this is the one that'll take our money away. Don't you dare go. Keep going. Don't you dare keep going. Don't you dare keep going. Ah, you rotten little son of a bee. Come on. Come on. Look at this. Right when I decide I want the market to not go to the moon, it goes to the moon. Look, we're down $300. Rescue it, land. Rescue it. How are you going to rescue it? I don't know if we can rescue this one. Come on. I told you that was going to happen. I told you that was going to happen. I hate it when that happens. There we have to dig ourselves out of the hole again. We don't have time. Market's going to close in 5 minutes. And we just dig ourselves back $445. We lost everything we had. Why didn't you get out? So that it might fall back down. Why didn't you get out? Why did you let it do that? Why did you let it take all your money? Why didn't you just get out? Because I'm showing you how to lose so that you guys would learn a lesson. That's a good lesson for you right there. That's a good lesson. getting your hiney handed to you. That's right, Bruce. How many times have we said, watch that 10-minute warning bell? Don't play that 10-minute bell. We played the 10-minute bell today and got our heinies handed on it. Look at that run go. Look at that run. Man, if we'd have bought right in there, that was a $675 move. And we only lost $445 on it. Well, plus all of our profits. Land, just trade the arrows. Why don't you just trade the arrows? I leave that up to you. You just trade the arrows. Go get track and trade and just trade the arrows. You can do that. Do that yourself. This is easy, Land. Look, you just trade the arrows. You'd be rich, rich, rich beyond your wildest dreams. Just trade the arrows. Well, we'll do that next time. All right, I got a Sunday school lesson for you. I guess we're going to leave this one where it's at 4:45. We could try to get some more out of it, but we're going to sit there. We got 2 minutes left in the bell. So that's how the cookie crumbled today. Let's go in here and have our Sunday school lesson, shall we? All right, Sunday school lesson. Taking money from Wall Street is like taking a bone from a junkyard dog. Boy, we learned that today, didn't we? It may be easy to place trades, but it ain't easy to make money. That is the game. In this dog-eat-dog world, which dog do you intend to be? Some days you're the big dog, and some days you're the little dog. Today, we're the little dog. We did pretty good, though. The market came back for us and got us out. Got us, we tried to do the trend, and that's what lost our money. So we started doing the scalp, and then we got all of our money back. And then the trend took all our money away because the market started to trend. That's the way it works sometimes. Man, that thing just took off right at the 10-minute mark, didn't it? Didn't it, Bruce? All right, look at that trend. It's still going. I can't complain too much because in my real money account, I'm long this market. It's always a nice feeling. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. We will see you. We tried. You guys can practice and play and let me know how you do. See if you can beat me. I'm just an amateur here. All right. Just an amateur. We're all amateurs when it comes to trading. Nobody has it all figured out. It's hard. Nobody knows where the market's going to go and what it's going to do at any given time. You try your strategies and see what you can do. We should have cut our losers, cut our losers a little bit quicker, and we'd have been not hurting so bad. There was times where we could have taken the money off and said, "Hey, we're still up. We'd still be up $100, still up $50," and I didn't do it. Stayed in. Live and learn, right? We'll do that next time. Okay, guys, that's why we're here. Got to learn our lesson. We will see you guys tomorrow morning, 8:00 a.m. Remember, it's new time. We're changing the time. So 8:00 a.m. is the new time tomorrow morning. And then for class at the university will be tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Okay, take care.